Alright, what's going on everybody? In today's video, I wanted to compare the new Baron Thirsk monster set, see how it stacks up against Celine's, which is currently in game, and Maw of the Infernal. The things we're going to compare is burst damage, so how does one single proc from this monster set stack up against one single proc from the other monster sets? And then we're going to compare damage over a certain period of time. I'm thinking we're going to do probably 1 minute. This will be more for PvE people, so pay attention to that part if PvE is your thing. Alright, starting off with the Baron Thirsk monster set. The One Piece bonus adds 129 stamina recovery and 129 magicka recovery. This is really good. I think there's only one other monster set in game, Magma Incarnate, that gives you both of the recoveries on the One Piece. The 2-piece on dealing direct damage, mark a target for 6 seconds. Every 2 seconds after an explosive scamp is spawned nearby and detonates after 1 second, dealing 1338 magic damage up to 6 enemies within 4 meters and applying major timidity for 10 seconds, draining 1 ultimate every 1.5 seconds. Each explosive scamp spawns deals 100% increased damage. This effect can occur once every 25 seconds and scales off the higher of your weapon or spell damage. So basically, to proc this, what we're going to do is I'm going to put my Noxious Breath on this bar, just so we have the same bar for all of my abilities. And we're going to keep Rally up during the test, and then we're just going to proc the monster set once. You can see he's got a purple glow around his head, and the scamps are spawning. And we get 3 procs, and that's it. Alright, that time he did 9,767 damage, so it looks like the average is about 9,000 damage for the Baron Thirsk. Alright, next we're going to swap to Maw of the Infernal. See how this stacks up against Maw of the Infernal. For Maw of the Infernal, looks like we just need to deal damage with a light or heavy attack. I'm going to make sure to apply the Noxious Breath first, because that's how we procced the Baron Thirsk. But it also applies Major Breach. So we just want to make sure that we give the Major Breach to the Maw of Infernal also. Alright, looking at the combat metrics, Maw of Infernal 8808 plus 5 plus 4, so 19, almost 20,000 total for the Maw of the Infernal. It's about twice what the Baron Thirsk is doing, with 97, 67, and we're getting almost 20k with the Maw of the Infernal. Next up, we're going to test it against Celine's. Same thing for Celine's. I'm going to make sure my rally's up. I'm going to give it Major Breach. I don't know what happened there. I think my character just crit charged when I pushed Noxious Breath.
How dare you!
We're going to try that again. Alright, so total damage for Celine's was 15,201. That's 5,000 more damage than the Baron Thirsk is doing. And keep in mind that this is also burst damage, so I feel like this is probably going to be... Celine's going to be a way better option in PvP than the Baron Thirsk is. I'd like to test for PvE situations though, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a timer for 60 seconds, and then I'm going to try and keep 100% uptime, or as much uptime as the monster set allows. And we're going to see what the overall damage is from the monster set and what the DPS is. So back to the Baron Thirsk. For the test, I'm going to make sure to keep up Rally and Noxious Breath, and then I'm going to start a timer for 60 seconds. We ended up running over 60 seconds because we couldn't get the monster set to proc, and that's because of the cooldown here. It's got a 25-second cooldown. So our total damage that we got out of that was total damage of 28,724 with a DPS of 402. Next, we're going to test the Maw of Infernal. Alright, the total damage that we got out of that was 58,630, which compares to the Baron Thirsk at 28,724, so pretty much double the damage with the Maw of Infernal. Now keep in mind, I do get a buff to fire damage because I'm on a Dragonite, but I don't think that's going to make that much of a difference between these two damage numbers. We're only getting a 5% buff from the Dragonite passives. Next up, we're going to look at Celine's. Alright, total damage from Celine's was 80,464 compared to 56,000 from the Maw of Infernal and 28,000 from the Baron Thirsk. So it looks like this set does not come out on top for PvE or PvP. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section, if you think that this set will be viable for anything in specific, maybe necromancers or pet builds. If you guys are interested in my Discord, there'll be a link in the description. Please leave me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the video, and we will see you in the next one.